Hi, fire signs. I hope you're well, my Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius people. My name is Nikki, and I'm here today to do some readings for you for the first half of October 2019. So, if you're a fire sign and you're looking for some guidance and insights on these next couple of weeks, you've come to the right place. There will be timestamps in the description box below, so you can skip directly to the reading for your sign. And while these readings are intended for sun signs, if you feel called to watch for your moon sign or your rising sign or whatever, do whatever you feel drawn to do. That's what I always recommend. Follow your intuition. Some weeks you may feel more resonance with your sun sign reading, and other weeks you may feel called to watch for your Venus or your rising or your moon. So do what you feel called to do, okay? And with all of that said, if you love your reading today, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please give this video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that. I'm going to leave the link to my website, thevanmystic.com, in the description box below all those beautiful timestamps. Okay, so we are going to start with Aries today. And Aries, we are going to start by taking a look at what's coming up for you for the first half of October 2019. What's coming up? What do you need to know? What is happening for my Aries people? Okay, so I've got the Page of Swords, Aries, the Nine of Pentacles, Strength, and family. And what I'm feeling is like a little bit of conflict or tension followed by peace and harmony. So that can manifest differently in your life depending on who you are, but it kind of feels like you need to step up or stand up for yourself in some way early on. And that in doing that, it's going to lead to this really kind of great thing. It's almost like you're going to gain respect out of doing that for some of you, or you're going to gain kind of an independence that you did not have before. So think about how that could play out to you, and think about if there's anything in your life where you feel small, or you feel, like you're not being heard, or you feel like there's some conflict or tension, because I feel that there's an opportunity coming through for some of you in the beginning of this month to speak up, to speak out, to communicate in a new way and really be heard in a new way, more importantly. And in doing that, you're going to gain kind of a new level of respect, either from others or self-respect from yourself, right? It's almost like you're really going to step into this bigger and better version of yourself through expressing yourself in this new way, speaking out for yourself, standing up for yourself, whatever it may be for you. And from there, you are going to experience it kind of just feels like this settled feeling, like everything is settled, like whatever was hanging in the air before is no longer hanging in the air because you got it out of the way. So now you're in alignment and now you're in harmony, okay? So Aries, know that there is an opportunity for some conflict resolution, or for just speaking up, standing out, and getting a little bit close to yourself, okay? And kind of growing up a little bit, it feels like, in some sense. Obviously, all of you are grown-ups, or most of you, but, on some level, leveling up, growing up, stepping into yourself a little bit more, okay? So next, I'm going to pick a card or two to represent something, Aries, that you can be focusing on. So something that you can kind of pick to put your energy into for these next couple of weeks, okay? Yeah, okay, so we've got the Ace of Rods, Aries, and the Ten of Swords. Woo! Okay, so here's what I feel. Picking yourself up from some kind of failure, so and starting anew. So that's sort of what I'm feeling, like an area of your life where you feel just collapsed or defeated or exhausted even. It's time to kind of like clean up the mess and start over, and let yourself start over, and let that be okay, and really kind of just let it go and accept that something didn't work out, and that's all right, okay? So accept and really confront that, instead of like avoiding it or just letting it like kind of linger and make you feel bad, or instead of like, just kind of stewing in that feeling of like, shit, this didn't work, right? So it's time to move on in some area of your life and start over, and you might find yourself getting sort of like some new inspiration if you open yourself up to it. it. So stop closing yourself off to inspiration and new ideas and a chance to start over. Like you deserve a chance to start over, Aries, with whatever this is. So accept any defeat or failure, some of you, and take this opportunity to start again. And that's fun. Make it fun, okay? Make it fun, make it adventurous. All right, Aries, so lastly for you, something that you should not be focusing on for the next couple of weeks. So I like to pull a card to represent where your focus should not be, so that if something comes into your field that you think needs your attention, you don't let it distract you or take you off course. So Aries, 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 where should your focus not be? Yeah, okay, so I've got the Three of Pentacles, I've got the World, and I've got the Hierophant, okay, and I feel like the sense of like being rigid about not letting yourself move on from something and getting stuck trying to finish something that is not necessarily meant to be finished. So do your best not to throw too much energy into something that on some level is not really going anywhere and has not really been finding success, okay? Don't waste your energy. Just don't be afraid to give up on it and start something over, okay? You learned lessons from it, valuable lessons, so don't cheat yourself out of stepping into something new, okay? So don't be too rigid about trying to finish things that just like maybe were not meant to be finished, and kind of wasting your time, putting your time, your energy, and your efforts into this thing and really holding yourself back, I feel, okay? So, really be aware of that, Aries, okay? And enjoy the next couple of weeks, all right? So we are going to move forward into Leo. So hi, Leo. I hope you're well. I'm going to start by pulling some cards to see what is coming up for you for the first half of October 2018. What's going on for my Leos? What do you need to know? What should you expect, Leos? Okay. Okay, so I've got the Four of Cups, followed by Death, and the Seven of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles, Leo, okay? So here's what I am feeling. I'm feeling an inability to let go of something, and I'm feeling like just this kind of general sense of disappointment that something is not working out or not finding success, and it kind of just feels like it's just like hanging on by a thread, but like you're still not willing to let it go. Either you're not willing to let it go energetically and emotionally, or actually like physically, and when it comes to your effort and time, okay? So there's something that you need to bring a close to, and you need to kind of just stop being in this like wallowing place where you're dragging yourself through it and not quite willing to let it go, because it's just not serving you anymore to be kind of in that in-between space, and there's a need to just let it be and let it pass, and that's okay, okay? So it's time to move on from something in your life, okay? And this could really apply to anything, but it really feels something to do with the heart, like maybe something that you were really in love with, like even a person or a project, or a place, right? We can be in love with a place, but it just has not been working for some time, and it's been really hard for you to let it go, because maybe at some point it was working and now it's not, and it just kind of feels like you don't know what to do, okay? So it's time to bring it to a close, okay? And when I see this followed by the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, I feel like it's coming in to let you know that there are other seeds that you have planted that will come to fruition. It's just that this one is not it, okay? So whether you are going to be planting seeds in the future of some kind, or you have already planted them and they're already kind of, going through their process of growth, just shift your energy onto those other things that do have potential still and are going well, and do still make your heart feel good, okay? And that will kind of lift you out of this like funky place and help you to transition, transition in this process of release, okay? So it's easier to let one thing go when you know you have something else to put your focus into. Know that there are other things. You may not be totally aware of them. You may not even realize that they're there in some cases, but they are. Either they're there or they're coming. So don't be afraid that like nothing is going to come up for you again or something like that, okay? And I feel like, let's see, Leo. Yeah, so 10 of Cups, okay, so there's happiness out there for you in this aspect of your life or whatever is there lingering and hanging by a thread. It's okay to let it go because there is going to be something else out there for you, but the first step or the next step is going to have to be in kind of severing that tie and really fully letting it go and accepting that it's gone so that you can step into alignment on your path and really move towards the things and attract the things that you want going forward, okay? Because it just feels like your energy is kind of captivated by this thing that's trying to die, right? And so it's not going to line you up for the right things, Leo. Okay, so next I'm going to pull a card to represent something that you can focus on, Leo, for these next couple of weeks. So something that you can pick to put your attention into and your energy into. Alrighty? Okay. So I got the Queen of Wands, followed by the Devil, and then the Knight of Wands or Rods, same thing. Okay, so here's what I feel. I feel like there's a need to embrace your independence and embrace what you truly want out of life over the next couple of weeks, okay? You need to put your own desires first. And there's a need to kind of detach from old patterns and old habits. Whenever I see the Knight of Rods in this deck, it makes me think of somebody who has become kind of complacent and stuck in old patterns, and really maybe you've become kind of stuck in a rhythm in some way in your life where you're just going through the motions, and so there's a need to break up that energy and have a little bit more fun with something. So try to take a look at your life where you might be attached to old habits, old patterns, old behaviors, old shit, okay? And see what needs to be shaken up a little bit, where you could introduce more fun into your life, and where you might be doing things that are a little bit more authentic to you in your life instead of just like going through what you think you need to be doing, okay? So put your focus there, Leo, for the next couple of weeks, alrighty? And then lastly, Leo, something that you should not be focusing on for these next couple of weeks. So I like to pull this so that you know if something comes into your field and you think it needs your attention, it's really just going to be a distraction for you and take you away from what you need to be doing. So where your focus should not be, Leo, we have the 8 of Pentacles and we have the 7 of Swords, okay? And immediately when I saw the 8 of Pentacles, I was brought back to what I was just saying about that monotonous routine, okay? This is picturing somebody here who has done the same thing over and over and over until he kind of reaches a point of mastery, right? So you've already gone past the point of mastery and into the point of like being kind of robotic about something. So there's a need for you to step out of this rhythm, okay? So whether it be in work, which it probably is, okay, work, or, you know, the way that you approach work or creativity, but it could also be in relationships, how you communicate with people, how you connect with people, okay? So think about it. Don't get stuck in the rhythm to the point where days are just passing and you're not even noticing, okay? And then we've got the 7 of Swords. So I feel that these are a little bit of like 2 separate messages, Leo. And the second message here with the 7 of Swords is really about making sure that you don't get into this place of keeping everything to yourself. So for some of you, sorry, there's a car starting out there. It's loud. I'll let it pass. Maybe you can't even hear it. I don't know. There it goes. Okay, so keeping things to yourself, not sharing when you're going through something that feels difficult or challenging to you, not sharing when you are going through something that you are trying to change or grow out of, right? That's really difficult for you. So if you find yourself like frustrated, if you find yourself, trying to move through something challenging, do your best not to like keep it all sneaky into yourself, Leo, okay? This is really a time when it's going to help you and benefit you to connect with others, share what you're going through, and be really transparent and honest about it, rather than trying to just like take it all on your own and just get through it yourself, okay? Okay, so have a really awesome couple of weeks, Leo, and I will see you for your mid-monthly reading in the middle, I keep wanting to say it's July, in the middle of October, the best month. Okay, bye, Leo. So after Leo, we are moving into Sagittarius. Hey, Sagittarius. So we're going to start this reading by pulling some cards for what is coming up for you for these next couple of weeks. What's coming up for my Sagittarius people? What's going on? What do you need to know, Sagittarius? What's happening for my Sagittarius people? Cool. Okay, so we've got the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Rods, the Eight of Swords, and the Four of Cups, okay? And what I see here is a real potential to work towards breaking out of other people's expectations and stepping into your own skin more fully, okay? So stepping into your own authenticity in some area of your life, like more full on, okay? So there's potential for you, and you probably already have been in some way, consciously, subconsciously, I don't know, but been working towards doing more things that make you happy, bring you pleasure, feel more true to you, more authentic to you. And the next couple of weeks is a really great time to continue on that path. And as a result, you are going to experience more freedom in your life, feelings of more power in your life, more control in a positive way, and really just generally more happiness and more hope, I feel, more hope for the future. So work towards really doing things that you feel are authentic to you and not slipping into a place over the next couple of weeks where you're just doing things to people please or because it's what's expected of you, because that is just going to make you feel like you're stuck or you're trapped or, all the opposite of the things that I just said, okay? So focus on you and what's really best for you, your true self, Sag, okay? Okay, so next I'm going to pull a card for you to represent something that you can be focusing on for these next couple of weeks. So something that you can pick to put your energy and attention into. We've got the Five of Swords, my Sagittarius friend, and we've got the Page of Pentacles, okay? And immediately what I feel when I see the Five of Swords is really choosing the soul over the needs of the ego over the next couple of weeks, okay? So kind of ties back a little bit to what I said before, but it's really about doing things for more spiritual growth and less for like material gain, right? Or less for the growth of the ego, right? So try to do things that really feel good on a soul level and not just doing things for like status or to impress people or to kind of fulfill some false expectation that's been placed on you that you think is going to make you feel good, but then it doesn't, right? So it goes back to doing things that feel really authentic to you and make you feel really good about yourself and about everything that you're doing. And then in addition to that, we have the Page of Pentacles. So it's really, I feel such a Sagittarius energy for some reason from this card, and I think it's because I always associate this with the student, and Sagittarius, you're so hungry for learning and for wisdom and for expansion, right? And so think about how you can grow and learn and really doing that for your soul, right? So do things that your soul is hungry for, okay? Think about picking up some books, taking a class, going to a workshop, even something online that really expands your consciousness and like allows your soul to get full and feel free and feel aligned for you, okay? Okay, so lastly, Sag, something that you should not be focusing on. over these next couple of weeks, and I like to pull something for this so that you know what really doesn't need your attention and what might just end up distracting you and taking you away from what you really need to be focusing on, okay? So, where should your focus not be? Okay, so Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Ace of Rods, okay? And what I feel here is somebody getting lost in their feelings. And a lot of times feelings have to do with other people, right? What other people think about us, or how we want to connect with other people, or how we want to... oh, my screensaver comes on sometimes when I'm doing these, sorry. Or how we maybe even want to have like a romantic or passion-driven relationship with certain people. So as something that's like you're being encouraged not to focus on, again, we're sort of seeing don't put as much attention into what other people think, what other people need, what you can give other people, what other people can give you. The next couple of weeks should really be a little bit more focused on the self and the soul and the spirit, the growth of that, and really aligning with the needs of your spirit. Okay, Sag, so really just, I feel like stepping into yourself, doing things for yourself, and not getting overly distracted by the needs of others, okay? Okay, great. So I hope that's helpful for you. I hope you have an awesome couple of weeks, and I will see you for your mid-October reading in mid-October. Okay, so have a great couple weeks. Bye.